First things first, I appreciate your support. So this is a Samsung tumble dryer. So issue this dryer is when you put on a bigger program like cotton, it runs for a few minutes then it stops. So this is how I resolved the issue. First of all, I removed the top panel. After removing the top panel, I had to remove the motherboard. So the motherboard, there are several screws that you need to remove to unplug this, and then you access the power control panel. So if you're not sure about the cables, what you need to do is take a picture or a video. This will guide you when you're plugging it back. Place it in a safe place because motherboard is quite delicate, so that you don't end up breaking it. So next what I did is remove the 4 screws. We have to this side to the other side. Keep them safe. Then I opened the door. Then I removed the other screws that hold the front panel. These screws are a bit longer compared to the other screws because they go through to the plastic casing inside. So keep them safe. Then I removed this lint filter. It was quite dirty, which I cleaned later on. And then this is the condenser. All this is to remove, and you have to keep them in a good place so that you don't end up stumbling on them or breaking apart, which will be costly. And then I pulled out the front panel. That is the door switch. After unplugging the door switch, now the front panel is free, and then I just pulled it out. So after doing this, I was able to access now the front panel. If you check in there before removing this, that is the sensor. That sensor there was clogged with the lint, but because I need to assess it, I was to assess it after removing it using a multimeter. I have to remove the front panel. So I removed the screws on both ends. That's what I'm doing. Always ensure to keep all the screws at a safe place, because if you lose them when reassembling, it will give you a hard time. I remove this panel that stabilizes the casing. Then unplugged all cables to ensure the plastic casing is safer. This plastic casing that I need to remove, it holds the condenser, it holds the front panel, and it's where the lint filter fits. So there we go. Simple. When you pull it out, the plastic casing comes out with the rollers, the bluish black thing. Those are the rollers that move the drum. The drum move on the rollers. So this is the sensor we are looking for. That is the sensor. So it's hard to remove the sensor from the front because it's hooked from the back. So this is what I replaced. So that one, and we have another one on the plastic casing attached to the lint filter. That one there. So it was a bit rusted, I would say that. Not really, because there was not good power continuity on that. So I didn't have the right sandpaper to do the thing, to scrub it. So what I did was just used a sharp knife. Sorry, that's what you're not supposed to use that. You should use a smooth sandpaper. So after doing that, I plugged back the sensor, and the procedure that I used to remove the front panel is what I used, remembering every step that I did. And I say this, if you're not sure, because this is your first time, always take a video so that you remember which part fits where, so that you don't spend a lot of time trying to assemble the machine, guessing which part fits where. It wastes time, and you might end up doing the wrong thing. So it was as simple as that. What I did is change the sensor, the moisture sensor. That's what I did. And the machine started running perfectly. So it's simple. Once you do all that, plugging in everything, plug the cables back, do whatever is needed, and the machine will run well. If you change the moisture sensor, if you clean all the lint filters, all sensors are okay, but the machine, the dryer still behaves the same, you'll have to replace the motherboard. But this is the mistake that people do. You'll change the sensor and then you do an empty run. The machine will sense there are no clots, so it will cut. So it will still stop after a few minutes. You have to try it with a load. When you try with the load, the moisture sensor will detect what is in the drum and it will continue hitting the heating elements. But if you try it without a load, the machine will still shut up after a few minutes of running. So it's simple. This is how I fixed the issue with the tumble dryer running and stopping after a few minutes. This one was stopping immediately after 3 minutes, which is quite frustrating. Yeah, so I plugged everything back following the video that I had recorded before. That's how we advise. If you're not sure of where you to plug the cables, take a video, take a picture. It will save you from a lot of hassle. So this is how the issue was resolved. And the dryer worked perfectly. Remember, this is a tumble dryer that a client decided to dispose because he thought now it's time, because it has given him 5 years, now it's time to dispose, throw away the dryer. No, this dryer is still in good condition. I got it fixed and that's what I'm using to dry my clothes. So guys, thanks for the support. Thank you for watching. So if you're not sure about this, don't try it, because it's easier to work on a washing machine compared to a tumble dryer. So if you're not sure, you don't have the right tools, get a professional. Call in a technician who will do the right job for you. I love you guys. I'll be posting more videos on how to install, repair, and maintain a clothes dryer. Thank you so much and be blessed. Bye.